Hello chocolate lovers. So this video is just for you. As nothing can beat an eggless dark chocolate truffle cake. Isn't it guys? So guys, welcome back to Coda's Cookbook. So today's recipe is requested by the kids of our house. They loved this chocolate truffle cake and hence here I am bringing you the recipe of a smaller version of it. So let's get started. For making this cake, we need powdered sugar, baking powder, cocoa powder, coffee, refined wheat flour, vinegar, vanilla essence, butter, baking soda, and milk of your choice. So let's start by taking a bowl. Here I am taking half cup butter. Make sure that your butter is at room temperature. Remember guys, while baking, your ingredients must always be at room temperature. To this, I am adding 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. Now we'll mix sugar and butter. Do remember to mix this gently. We don't want to open the air pockets. These are just small tips, but important tips for baking a good quality cake. I'll be sharing more such tips in the end of the video, so stay tuned. Now I'm going to add 2 to 3 drops of vanilla essence. Mix it and we are ready to sieve our dry ingredients now. First of all, I'm taking 1 cup of refined wheat flour. And guys, don't worry if you don't have measuring cups like this. You just need to take a cup as a reference and use all your ingredients accordingly. To this, I am going to add 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Here I am taking unsweetened Hershey's cocoa powder. You can take any cocoa powder that is available to you, but it has to be unsweetened. Now I am going to add half teaspoon of coffee powder to it. This is another important ingredient guys, as it enhances the chocolate flavor. Now I am taking half teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and now I am going to sieve all the dry ingredients. Until I am sieving all the ingredients, do subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. My ingredients are well sieved now. Let's take a closer look guys. As you can see, there are no lumps at all. So sieving is another important step in baking a good cake. And now I am going to prepare the buttermilk from milk and vinegar, which is going to be the substitute of eggs in our cake. I have added 1 teaspoon of vinegar to half cup milk. And let us keep it aside for few minutes. Now let's give it a good mix. And now we are going to add our buttermilk mix to the batter. Note that I am not going to add the entire mix to the batter. I will add the mix slowly and steadily to achieve the desired batter consistency. The desired consistency that I am looking for is the batter with a dense texture and which is flowing at the same time, but it should not be very thin. Now look at the beautiful texture. Oh my god, it's so chocolatey. To reach this consistency, I just added 1/4 cup of that buttermilk mix that we created. So now let's prepare our cake container. And instead of lining just the base, I am going to line the sides as well this time. And as you can see, I have just made cuts on the corners of parchment paper. And we are just going to fold these sides while placing the parchment paper inside the container. Trust me guys, this makes life really easier while pulling out the cake. Now I'm just going to brush some oil on the container. And now let's pour our batter. And since the batter was more, I saved the batter for 2 tiny cupcakes. And now I'm going to just tap the container to remove some extra air bubbles. I already preheated the oven for 10 minutes at 200 degrees and now I'm going to bake it at 180 degrees for next 30 minutes. And our cake is out of the oven, guys. And look how soft it is. At this stage, it really becomes difficult for me to control my temptation. But since I have to put all the chocolate ganache over it and decorate it, I have no choice but to wait. So we'll let the cake cool down a bit and we'll make chocolate ganache till then. For making chocolate ganache, we need dark compound and full fat cream. Here I am going to take 1 part of cream and 1.5 part of dark chocolate compound. Mix them well on a double boiler and your ganache is ready. Do let me know in the comment section if you want me to make a separate video on how to make various kinds of ganache. Look at the consistency of the ganache that I made for the truffle chocolate cake. It looks so tempting, but guys, we have to still wait till we have poured the ganache all over our cake and let it cool for a while. Trust me guys, it's really difficult to control yourself once you see this chocolate dripping. But since I have to make a video for you, so I am at my best behavior. And once it cools down, here comes our next favorite part, which is decorating the cake. At this point guys, let your imagination fly high. We stick to our basics and use some chocolate chips and sprinklers to decorate our cake. And our eggless chocolate truffle cake is ready guys. But as promised, let me share some tips with you before going. So let's start with the basics. Always take all your ingredients at the room temperature. Never overbeat your cake batter. This often results in sunken cakes. Never open your oven before time, as it causes temperature change and then your cake can sink in the center. To check whether your cake is baked or not, you can just look at the sides of your container. Cake often tends to leave the sides once it's completely baked. And last but not least, do not overmix after adding baking soda and baking powder. Do let me know in the comment section which tip you often forget. And if you like our recipe, do share it with your friends and family. We really appreciate if you subscribe to our channel and press that bell icon so that you never miss any of our videos. Today our channel completed 1 month and we are celebrating it with eggless truffle chocolate cake. So that's all for today guys. Hope you enjoyed our recipe. See you in next video.